Hi, I'm Thomas Jones from Black Bear Medical. Black Bear Medical is a company that supplies home medical equipment, such as hospital beds and wheelchairs and commodes, to patients who are recuperating at home for one reason or another. We have a lot of equipment that help people as they age. This is our lift chair department. Everything you see here is a lift chair. They're not furniture. These all are designed to safely stand you up into a walking position. They also recline electrically, so there's no great deal of strength needed to recline them. Here's an example of a lift chair that has equipment in the arm. It has a table, call it the cheese and cracker table, and it has another spot over here where you can put your cordless telephone and your drink. And it's also a full-fledged lift chair, which means it lifts up and reclines all the way. This is our bathroom safety department, and there's basically two types of equipment here. There's bathtub, and then there's commodes. And this is a department that basically any household could use. There's different degrees of necessity here. For example, you've got a small bath stool, then you could have a bigger bath stool with a back, and then you can go to something like what's called a transfer bench, which is probably the safest way in and out of a bathtub for at least an elderly person or someone who's got an injury. Let me show you how this works. I'm in your bathroom. I sit down. I swing my legs over. I put one leg into the bathtub. I slide over. I bring the other leg into the bathtub, and I've gotten into my bathtub without standing up. We have a lot of mobility products. You start out with your basic cane, your walkers, your crutches, then you go to rollators, and then onto wheelchairs, and then onto power wheelchairs, and so forth. This is what most everybody's familiar with, just a regular folding walker. This particular one doesn't have wheels, but you can get wheels on it. Then we jump up to something called a rollator. Rollators are something that are much more exciting to buy. They don't look like a walker. They've got parking brakes. They've got hand brakes. They have a seat. They roll much nicer. These are for somebody that are still active, still going to the mall, still going shopping and whatnot. Then you go up to a walker that has more options. Again, it has the parking brakes, but you notice it has no cables. Also, this walker folds and into a smaller package, has a bigger basket. Made in Canada, this Canadian walker. This is made in Sweden. It's called the Active Walker. Large front wheels will go over obstacles. It's great for cobblestones and brick sidewalks and whatnot. Again, has a parking brake. Has an adjustable seat height, which is important. Also folds relatively easy. Has a removable backrest for putting it into small areas. Of course, this would be for a very small person. And this is the tallest walker in the industry. It has a 41-inch handle height, so we can fit somebody that's about 6'3". This is our Summit stair lift. Of course, it comes in the lengths that you need for your own stairs at home. We do have units that make curves, so if you have a stairway of 5 steps, a platform, and then another 5, it'll do the transition for you. This particular lift has several safety features. The chair will swivel at the bottom as well as the top to get it safely off and on. There's a 300-pound weight capacity, and it's fun. This is our first aid department, filled with gauze and bandages and tape, and if we don't have what you need, we can certainly get it for you. If you or a loved one find yourself in need of some medical equipment, please come see us at Black Bear Medical, 275 Marginal Way, Portland, Maine, 871-0008.